Mr. Saktiandi, Supaat.
Mr. Speaker, sir, this bill will empower MAS to subscribe for Reserves Management Government Securities or RMGS issued by the government. RMGS will help to facilitate continued transfer of OFR or official foreign reserves to the government for longer-term investment with GIC. The goal is to help to promote financial stability. I wish to seek Minister's clarification on some issues. First, the optimal OFR amount needed to support MAS's mandate is currently defined as being at 65% of the GDP. I understand that MAS reviews this amount regularly. As it is a key threshold in this arrangement for the RMGS bond issuance, do we expect this threshold to change over time? If so, what are the key variables that may shift this ratio? I note that there will be a separate RMGS issuance limit, which allows for greater transparency on RMGS proceeds and clearer segregation from other government securities and treasury bills. Can the Minister share what is the RMGS limit and what is the maturity period or duration of the issued RMGS bonds? The government will accept only foreign assets in exchange for RMGS issuance to draw a clear and direct link between RMGS issuance and transfer of OFR. This is meant to be an additional safeguard against monetary financing. However, in the case where the OFR falls below 65%, there will be a need for intervention. MAS cannot sell its RMGS holdings to other entities unless the Minister for Finance consents. So the RMGS cannot be used to raise funds from the market. Can the Ministry clarify how rigorously this policy will be enforced and under what circumstances might the Minister give consent? Next, how can the RMGS be liquidated to meet the transfer of foreign reserves back to MAS for intervention purposes? If MAS redeems the RMGS bond before maturity at par to meet OFR requirements and support the conduct of monetary policy, how much loss can the government provision for? Next, since the transactions will be denominated in other currencies, would this make us more vulnerable to foreign exchange risks? Taking the US dollar currency, for example, will MAS be overly exposed to the US dollar holdings in its assets? Given the inclusion of the RMGS item in the MAS balance sheet with the passing of this bill, can I seek Minister to share what are the plausible worst-case scenarios from both an accounting, fiscal, and market perspective involved in undertaking these RMGS issues in the MAS balance sheet? My last question concerns the impact on net Sing dollar liquidity. Would the accumulation of RMGS on the MAS balance sheet over time have any indirect effect on the liquidity of the Sing dollar in the medium to long run? As we continue with the leaning against the wind activity as part of our band basket crawl managed float, will this new RMGS introduction affect our overall sterilization activities and net liquidity flows into the financial system in the medium to long term? In addition, MAS's total RMGS holdings will be published monthly for transparency. And this is a good thing for financial analysts and the informed public who wish to have a more in-depth understanding of our financial situation. But can I clarify if there are plans to release higher frequency data going forward? And if so, will it reveal too much information to market participants and thus infer our FX intervention activities? The specifications in the bill are clearly spelled out to segregate RMGS from other government securities and treasury bills. RMGS cannot be used to finance government spending, and neither can its proceeds be spent, so it will not have any impact on our fiscal plans. Nonetheless, the current transfer mechanism faces constraints as the accumulation of official foreign reserves persistently outpaces the growth of government deposits in recent years. This will be righted with the new RMGS mechanism. However, it is important to correct misperceptions that the policy is about financing the government spending and fiscal deficits. Notwithstanding these clarifications, Mr. Speaker, I support the bill. Thank you.